Hello everyone, welcome to the preseason for year number 3. There's some fun roster battles coming. There's some new faces, there's some big changes. Let's take a look really quick at the UDFAs that I have signed for the upcoming season. Outside of recording and outside of stream, I did sign Michael Stockton. He's a 6'4" undrafted free agent quarterback out of FIU, and he actually looks pretty solid. He's a 68 overall. He's very quick, more of a like Tyler Huntley level of speed, where Dennis Colbert is a little slower, and he's okay in terms of accuracy, specifically short and deep, but he feels like more of a true backup to Dennis Colbert than Gardner Minshew does. So there's going to be a battle rather between him and Gardner Minshew for who is the QB2 this season. And then just for fun, he's not going to make the team. I did sign Stetson Bennett. He'll be fun to play with. The two undrafted free agent running backs I have signed are Quintarius Portis and Jose Knighton. They're both not particularly big, not particularly fast. I don't anticipate either of them necessarily making the team, but I do typically run 4 running backs, so there's a chance one of them could. Wide receiver is a fun one. There's a lot of battles going on here. First of all, Chester Truman is the clear wide receiver 1. There's going to be a battle for who is the true wide receiver 2 between these two right here, Marvin Mims or Zay Jones. I'm a little tempted to have it be Zay Jones because he brings a size that we lack on this team, especially at the wide receiver position. We're a lot of very fast and very small guys, where Zay Jones has at least pretty good speed with decent size as well, but it'll truly be between him and Marvin Mims for who earns wide receiver 2, and that'll be decided here in the preseason. Jerry Perry is the wide receiver 4 pretty much however we play it. Whoever is the wide receiver 3 will lose some snaps to Jerry Perry, maybe like 75 to 25%. And then as for wide receiver 5, any of these guys can earn the wide receiver 5 position in my mind. There's Tyrell Simmons. He's a guy from last season that we brought in as a UDFA. Just barely missed making the team over Britton Venable. In fact, I think Tyrell Simmons started the season on the team because Britton Venable had a broken collarbone. There's Marcus Dickens, who currently I think is the most intriguing of the undrafted wide receiver prospects. He's 6'3" with 89 speed and just seems like a pretty solid player, even for a 67 overall. Then there's Kari Posey, who was actually a UDFA last season that was not on our team, but I do remember him from the draft class and I remember liking him. He's huge. He is 6'4" out of UTEP with 90 speed, 91 acceleration, which is the type of receivers I typically like, although now I'm loaded with short and speedy receivers, so maybe my preferences are changing. But yeah, I'm excited to see. I think these 3 all could very easily make the wide receiver 5 spot. And then of course there is Daniel Truman, who we wasted a draft pick on, 86 speed. He actually is not that bad of a route runner, all things considered. Deep route he's not great at. He doesn't have the worst hands. He's just not great, and he's slow. Like if he were faster, this would be a fairly exciting prospect, but the fact that he's so slow, I just don't imagine him doing very well. But he does have okay hands. He has a very slim chance to make the wide receiver 5 spot. But you know what? Any of these guys that are below 70 overall, if they show me something in the preseason, they can earn the wide receiver 5 position, and then we probably won't run a 6th wide receiver on the depth chart. Tight end, there's these 4. I can tell you right now that Harrison Bryant is probably just not going to make the team. I'd much rather keep Jay Stewart because he has superstar development. This is an undrafted free agent tight end with superstar dev. He's absolutely horrendous at the moment with decent acceleration, decent spec catch, and okay speed, but otherwise is an absolute project of a player, but could end up being a stud someday. Plus the fact that he is 6'7" doesn't hurt. At D tackle, you've got Zach Allen, who, by the way, I didn't catch this until after the stream, earned Superstar X Factor. So at 28 years old, kind of nearing or entering the prime of his career, he just earned X Factor out of nowhere. Had a really good season last season and is now an X Factor DT. We love to see it. The second DT is going to be JD Robertson, who we drafted. He has 99 strength. Need to work on the block shedding and the power moves, of course, but looks like he's going to be a pretty good player, even though he only has normal dev. Hopefully we can get him up to star dev this season, but he looks like a pretty good prospect. I'm pretty happy with that draft pick. And Yoma Uwazurike is currently slated to be the the DT3, but I would be willing to give it to Jermaine Stewart, depending on how performances go during the preseason. And I guess in theory, I'd be willing to give it to these two. In Madden, I am much more about the player's actual performances versus their actual overall rating. So, you know, I'm not opposed to anything. Maybe Jacoby Brazil, the rookie out of Wake Forest, earns the D tackle 3 spot. Who knows? Left outside linebacker starter is going to be Devin Bush. I did sign Drew Tranquil, who was a free agent here in the preseason. Decent player with pretty good depth, relatively decent speed, and he's pretty good in pass coverage. There's also Jabril Cox, who I signed as well. I think he's good depth. And Jake Edwards was an undrafted free agent from last season that will likely struggle to make the team. Middle linebacker, you got Drew Sanders, of course, superstar dev, middle linebacker, only 23, already an 81 overall. He's going to be an absolute stud in a couple seasons. Chad Muma, just excellent depth, only 26 years old, and a good trade target if we wanted to. Tim Ragland was either a late round draft pick or a UDFA from last season. He will likely make the team, but I'm going to let him battle with another guy that was drafted last season. That is Will Ware out of LSU, who brings a bit more athleticism to the table and is a bit better of a tackler than Ragland. And then just for fun, there's Dominic Bush out of Navy, but very unlikely to make the team. Right outside linebacker currently is Avery Baptiste. I have a battle written down for him between him and Drew Tranquil for who is truly going to start at right outside linebacker. There's Khaleke Hudson, who I signed off of free agency. He is just good depth. Terrence Hales and Zach Bridge are probably not going to make the team, but Terrence Hales is a UDFA from last season, and Zach Bridge is a UDFA this season. At corner, of course, you got PS2. I am currently planning to start Tyreek Stevenson as the CB2 because he is better in man coverage and press coverage, and I think Damari Mathis suits the slot corner position a little bit better. So at the moment, it will remain in this order unless I see something absolutely insane from Damari Mathis during the preseason. And then honestly, I am happy to start any of these 4 guys at the CB4 position. There's Kelvin Joseph, who is a little bit more of a vet. He's 25 years old. He has excellent speed, and he's just a quality player. We could put him in, he can start. Riley Moss does not suit the team whatsoever. He is very unlikely to earn a spot. He is terrible at man coverage and terrible at press. And what do we run? Like 90% of the time, we run press man coverage. So even though he's got great acceleration and he's relatively good in zone coverage and play recognition, probably not going to make it as a corner. Derek Covington, however, who was an undrafted free agent last season out of USC, I believe could be the CB4 because he has excellent, well, excellent is a stretch, but quite good man coverage. The 3rd best actually on the team, better than Damari Mathis in man coverage. And the guy I am most tempted to put at CB4 is Quincy Walls. Despite the fact that he's a 68 overall, a UDFA rookie out of Miami, he has star development, which is something you get to see if you sign an undrafted free agent. 92 speed, he's okay in man coverage and pretty mediocre elsewhere. We'll see what he can do. And then Peter Palmer is just kind of on the team for fun because he has a fun name to say, and I'm excited to commentate it. Although look at his man and his press coverage. It is almost as good as Covington, and his press is actually better. At free safety, you've got Justin Reed, the obvious starter. Dante Wake is listed as a free safety, but he's a hybrid player. He's going to play a little bit of everywhere. You're going to see him on the field a lot. Currently, he is slated to be the starting slot corner. JL Skinner and Israel Mukwamu will be battling for the safety 2 position, and then Deshaun Clark is here as a UDFA, unlikely to make the team, I would say. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the depth chart because there's a few people that they're not going to play. Javonte Williams and Tajay Spears are going to be battling for RB1. I know that Javonte is quite a bit better in terms of overall, but Spears has that superstar dev. Either way, it's going to be a very split backfield. It's going to be like 60%, 40%. One guy not going to play in the preseason, Chester Truman. I'm going to let Jay Stewart be the tight end 1 for the preseason. I wasn't going to bench Winters, but I think I will just because we know who he is. We know he's the best tight end on the team and that he's going to start. Patrick Surtain is not playing in the preseason. There's no way I am allowing the best player on my whole team to get injured. Let's get into the matchup this preseason against the Saints, who are evidently awful. Also, if you guys in the future are watching this video on YouTube, just know that it will be cutting around quite a lot because we're just looking at the highlights. Obviously, if this contained a full 3 games, this video would be like an hour and a half. Fires quickly down the field looking for Olave, who beat Damari Mathis and has a big play to the 13. Go the Saints. Zach Allen exits with an injury on that play. He was on the sideline, so it didn't look super serious, but any injury is serious. There's a fumble forced, recovered by the Saints. That was Khalil Mack, and that's going to be a throw in the direction of Daz Newsome. We're going to get our first look here at a Jerry Perry kickoff return. He's going to be the main kickoff returner all season. Has 99 speed, but it doesn't take him very far this time. We'll start at the 21, and that is where we will see the rookie quarterback out of UCLA, Dennis Colbert, wearing his college number 9 on 3rd and 3 from the 38. Looking to throw, launching one down the field. That's caught by Javonte Williams, who was out wide to the left and makes a hell of a snag. So we're going for it on 4th and 2. Back to throw is Colbert hitting Jerry Perry, but he drops it. Marshawn Lattimore punches it out. Not a good look for Jerry Perry, and we'll turn it over on downs. Jerry Perry, look at him. Juke it. Oh, Jerry Perry, go. His stamina is not great. That's a late hit. To the 38 goes Jerry Perry, and it's going to be a late hit. An extra 15 yards on top of it. Well, the starters will be exiting the game after the next 20 seconds of the first quarter. So let's try to get a touchdown pass for Dennis Colbert, shall we? Let's go to Jay Stewart. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That is why you pick up a guy like Jay Stewart. He's 6'7". He's gonna moss literally everyone, and the only damn thing he's good at is spectacular catch. And what did he do? He made one in the end zone. Stepping up to throw, finding Jay Stewart. He makes a play again, and it's gonna be a first down for Denver to the 31 in Saint territory. The person I'm eyeing is Tyrell Simmons over the middle. Can we get it to him? No. Gardner, you're so bad. This is why we traded for Tyler Huntley last season. 3rd and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. Has time. Has Dickens. Touchdown, Broncos. 3rd and 12 from the 44. Robertson in the backfield. Nick Bonito in the backfield. Everyone's in the backfield. That's Jonathan Cooper getting credit for the sack. 4th and 25. 1st and 10 from the 39. Minshew back to pass. Gonna roll. Oh, dude, look at all this green. Imagine if we had Michael Stockton in. He would have ran for like 30 yards. Instead, Minshew gets 12. On 1st and 10 from the 49. Look to throw again. And we've got Stewart. Oh, my God. Dropped it and got drilled. That was a great throw for Minshew, though. From the 49, Minshew back to pass again. Has Tyrell Simmons wide open. Does he have the speed to get down the field? He stiff arms the defender. Goes out of bounds at the 11. 4th and 10 from the 11. Jerry Perry. Oh, he has it punched out. He had a chance to make a play. 2nd and 10 from the 11. Hayner looks to throw under some pressure again. Who is that in coverage? Derek Covington. Got absolutely schooled, as Hayner will be back to pass again. And this time it's Riley Moss getting schooled, and he can't make a tackle either. What was that tackle attempt by Riley Moss? Hold on. As on a blitz, Dante Wake beats the blocks. 2nd and 9. Hayner throwing end zone. Intercepted by Kelvin Joseph. And will take over at the 20. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 20. Go to Jay Stewart. Make the grab. He does. And he got his feet in. 1st and 10 to the 43 for Jay Stewart. 3rd and inches. Minshew will throw, finding Jerry Perry. Can he get to the sideline? He can. 6 seconds left. And here comes an undrafted free agent quarterback I like a lot. This is Michael Stockton out of FIU. And he has the best speed of any quarterback on the roster. He's also big. He's 6'4". So he's kind of got like the build of Justin Fields in a sense, but much more raw as a prospect. 1st and 10 from the 31. We're going to go to Quintarius Portis first, and he immediately fumbles the football, and it's recovered by Denver. Quintarius, what are you doing, buddy? Oh boy, a jet sweep for Daniel Truman. If this was Chester Truman, I'd be excited because he has 99 XL, 99 speed, but we got an 86 speed little brother, Daniel Truman, jet Sweep. What can he do? He can die. So on 3rd and 3 from the 38, Stockton will look to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Dickens, but he overthrew him. We'll look for Daniel Truman in the middle, and he holds on to the football and is immediately injured. Stockton wearing the number 11 as selected by BC Jack in the chat. Shout out him. Oh my God, dude. I was so excited about him. He's playing so terrible. 1st and 10 from the 32. Stockton back to pass again. Rolling. Oh, God. Oh! That was a terrible decision to throw by me, but the fact that it was inaccurate actually made it more accurate, and it got behind and hit Tyrell Simmons. 1st and 10 from the 16. Oh, look at who it is. It is Jay Stewart with the 1st down to the 5. Now Stockton's getting it rolling a little bit. From the 5, it's 1st and goal. Stockton to throw. Running out of time. Oh my God. I know it said that that was poor accuracy, but that was a dot. What was on the run, getting hit. Perfect ball. Jamal Williams goes nowhere. Who was that? That was Terrence Hales. 1st and 10 from the 32. Stockton still in the game. He'll play the whole 3rd quarter, and then we'll bring in Stetson Bennett. Look who's open down the field. It's Dickens. No. Stockton misses the throw. 2nd and 10 from the 32. Setting up a screen for Jaleel McLaughlin. He makes the catch. Can he juke out a couple defenders? He can. He gets the 1st down. 3rd and 2 from the 46. Stockton back to pass again. Has Simmons. Holds on through the contact. Skill level to use. I play on all Madden sliders with Matt 10's slider set. That's Marcus Dickens again, and that's his 3rd touchdown on the day. He is absolutely earning the hell out of the wide receiver 5 spot. Saints take back over. It's still Jake Haener. Let's see what we can do. Who is that getting the tackle? Number 39 is one of our linebackers. I cannot remember. Oh, it's Will Ware. On 1st and 10, Kendry Miller in the backfield. Oh my God, he's playing running back. That's Will Ware again making the tackle. Good for him. Make it 2nd and 8 at the 39. Jake Haener, handoff. Jamal Williams, that's Deontay Burnett. And Earl Wright, not involved in the play really at all, will exit with an injury. I believe he got injured in the preseason last season and didn't get to play much. An abdominal tear for Earl Wright, and that's as a handoff to Williams. That's Will Ware in the backfield again. He's playing really well in his limited time so far, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. And here's our boy, our Lord and Savior. It's Stetson Bennett, current QB4. Very unlikely to move up, but who knows? Maybe we'll see something absolutely crazy. Nope. Jay Stewart still almost made that a completion. That was a terrible throw, though. So there's Daniel Truman out wide to the left. Is he going to be the target here? No. Oh, my God, Stetson Bennett. That was inaccurate, apparently, but Kari Posey got there. And it's a 1st and 10 to the 43. Quintarius is quite the name. 1st and 10 from the 43. Quintarius breaks this to the left side. Good block from Daniel Truman. And to the 42 goes Portis. On 1st and 10 from the 42, it's Bennett back to pass. Looking for Daniel Truman. That one's on me. I threw that too late. Oh my God, somebody tackled him. 1st and 10 from the 42. We're on like the 4th string defense now. Jamal Williams makes the grab. That's Will Ware again. In the 34, handoff Williams. Will Ware on the tackle again. I'd be surprised if he didn't lead the team in tackle. Throw from Haener. That's caught, and that's going to be a touchdown. That is Quincy Walls in coverage on Elijah Morrison and letting up a touchdown. The Saints looking to maybe win this preseason game. We don't really care, though. I mean, 1st and 10 from the 25. Stetson Bennett back to pass. Has a man down the field. That's Kari Posey. If he had made that catch, he was on the team. If he had made that catch, he made the team, 100%. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bennett back to pass again. Has a man down the field. It's Jerry Perry, 99 speed. He can outrun everyone. Down the field to the 37. A bomb from Bennett to Perry. Bennett back to pass again. Nobody was really open. Just try to hit Jake. No way Stetson makes that bad of a throw. I know it's a terrible decision by me. Don't get me wrong. I put him in the position to make the bad throw, but that was a bad throw. Haener from under center. Hands off to Jamal Williams, and that's Khalik Hudson on the tackle. From the 17, it's 1st and 10. What can Haener do here? He can throw and find his man. That's Peter Palmer breaking that one up. 4th and 7, they're going for it. Oh my God, there's only 2 minutes left to play. I've not really been paying that close of attention, and Hainer gets drilled. It's Tim Ragland in the backfield, and a big sack for the second-year pro. We take the victory. Let's take a look at player stats. Gardner Minshew, only an 81.8 rating, 42% completion percentage, but did have the most yards at 142. 1 touchdown, no picks. Michael Stockton, despite me saying I didn't like the way he played really well. 8 for a 12, 66%, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Stetson Bennett was by far the worst, which is like 98% my fault. Quintarius Portis had the most attempts on the team, had 4.8 average, which actually isn't too bad. And then receiving, Jay Stewart, 6 receptions, 101 yards, and a touchdown. It makes sense. He was like the only guy on the team that played the entire time. Marcus Dickens was really good. He had 5 catches and 3 of them were touchdowns. 63 yards, 12.6 average. Tyrell Simmons was also quite good, and he got a ton of yards. Kari Posey, I feel like we just never saw, even when we gave him the position that Marcus Dickens was like popping off in. Will Ware did lead the team in total tackles. So despite only playing really the second half, he had a ton of tackles. Led the team in TFLs as well. Will Ware. Any sacks? Tim Ragland had 1, Khalil Mack had 1, Nick Benito and Jonathan Cooper each had half, and JD Robertson had half. No picks though. Actually, oh, that's not true. We had the 1 pick. Kelvin Joseph did pick off Jake Hainer, I think at like the very end of the first half. And so for this game, like we mentioned, it's going to be Michael Stockton playing with the starters for the first 2 quarters. He played quite a bit better than Gardner Minshew in the last game, and I think at current has the QB2 spot, but that could always change. He didn't play insane. He had a couple really bad throws, so we shall see. 1st and 10, Stockton back to pass, hits Jay Stewart. So Stockton back to pass. Has time, has room to his right, has great speed down the field, has nobody in front of him, and gets to the end zone. That is what Michael Stockton brings to the table over every other quarterback on the depth chart, is his legs. There's not a single quarterback on the depth chart that is making that run other than Michael Stockton. So from the 43, it's another fresh set of downs. The offense moving right along. Where is Dante Wake going? Did he not read the play? He just kept shuffling to the left. 1st and 10 from the 23. Stockton back to throw. Has Stewart, but it's intercepted. Undercutting the route. What? Oh my God, what a terrible angle by Marvin Mims. Von Bell with the interception. That one's on me. If that's a touch pass, that's a completion. That was not at all Stockton's fault. 1st and 10 from the 39. Stockton will hand off to Spears. Breaks a tackle. That was a crucial broken tackle. Cuts it back inside. Gets to the 46. A good pickup for Tajay Spears. Drew Sanders made his way into the game somehow. I don't know how. Oh, but he gets a strip sack, and it's recovered by, I think that was Dante Wake that recovered it. On 2nd and 8 from the 43, Stockton back to pass. Jay Stewart open enough. Not a great throw from Stockton, but in the general vicinity. 4 for 12 so far. Oof. Make it 3rd and 6. Stockton rolling, has Dickens, makes a great throw, and nobody can hold on through contact. As Young fires, finds his man. That's Stevenson in coverage this time, and McCole Hardman has his 3rd touchdown catch on the day. 1st and 10 from the 25. Stockton back to pass, has Dickens wide open in the middle, and he's got a big play. To the 47. Goes Marcus Dickens, a standout from game 1. Miles Sanders will wear on the tackle and then just absolutely kicked Miles Sanders in the gut. I like to pretend it's like a play caller. We have an offensive coordinator. That's what the coach suggestions are. J.D. Robertson all over that play. Miles Sanders loses a lot of yards. 2nd and 10 from the 34. We're going Spears. He's wide open. He makes the catch. He's to the 30. In Carolina territory. A good throw that time from Michael Stockton. 4th and 10. Stockton back to pass. Jay Stewart makes the grab, and he holds on through the Brian Burns hit. Matt Corral is the backup quarterback here in Carolina, and he is on the field. And I forget who their 2nd string running back is, but oh my God, there's Peter Palmer getting absolutely cooked down the field. I'm not even sure who that was, but Peter Palmer got absolutely scorched. Just embarrassed. 3rd and 10 from the 25. Minshew back to throw. Has Truman, but missed the throw. He was wide open, and Minshew just missed him. Clean pocket, no pressure. to speak of, at least not from what I could see. Throw a bomb to Simmons, overthrown by Minshew by a lot. All right, Michael Stockton, the job's yours, buddy. I mean, Minshew's missing the same throws. On 2nd and 8, Corral pitches to Brandon McKenzie, loses a bunch of yards, tackled by Jake Edwards. It'll be 3rd and 12. Will Ware on the sack. Down goes Matt Corral. Will Ware. He's everywhere. Come on, Gardner. Let's get some throws in, huh? Dude, inaccurate again. Holy cow. Gardner Minshew does not want this job. 2nd and 10. Minshew back to pass again. Let's try to hit Daniel Truman. Dude, even the short throws. Even the short throws he's missing. 3rd and 10. It's so interesting because Minshew played so well in that playoff game last season, but oh my god, and that's a fumble. A Gardner Minshew fumble. He's done. He's done for the day. Stetson Bennett is in the game, and he throws to Tyrell Simmons. Look at that, Gardner. Did you see that? Holy cow. Stetson Bennett might steal QB3 from Gardner Minshew at this rate. Nope. Oh my god, dude. Stetson to throw again. Has Posey wide open, middle of the field. Gets inside the 5, down to the 2. 1st and goal, Denver. Bennett back to pass. Wide. Oh. Where is Tyrell Simmons going? Deontay Burnett, make a play, buddy. Let's go. Deontay Burnett's been playing pretty well. Stetson Bennett back to pass. Has Daniel Truman. Oh my god, man. Just, these are the dinkiest little throws ever. I could make these throws. 1st and 10 from the 41. Stetson back to pass. Oh, I was giggling, bro. I was having a giggle. I think that was Daniel Truman that got absolutely annihilated, and then he fell over again. Bang! You guys see him? Oh my god. Bang! From the 41. Lob it over the top. Jay Stewart. He holds on. A big 1st down for Denver. We'll go Jay Stewart again. A high ball. A touchdown for Jay Stewart. This is what he does. You lob it up. He's 6'7". He's gonna go get it. Touchdown, Broncos. 2nd and 7. It's another handoff to McKenzie. That's a great tackle by Peter Palmer. Peter Palmer has been playing better than Riley Moss, and they're like 10 overall points different. 4th and 10. Game on the line. All right. For the last drive of the game, let's bring in Dennis. And just, is it all of the quarterbacks, you know? Is it my accuracy slider? I did lower it slightly more. I think it's just the other quarterbacks, bro. Dennis is playing fine. Yeah, I'm seeing if like the accuracy issues are a slider problem or if it's literally just that my 3 backup quarterbacks are awful. Oh, Daniel Truman. Oh my God. Colbert to the wrong Truman. Dennis Colbert to Daniel Truman. Touchdown Broncos. A dot from Dennis to Daniel. The double D's. Okay, I feel like that drive is just proof that Dennis Colbert is the guy, right? Like Stockton, 23.5 rating. Look at Gardner, 9.8. 11 of 31, 35%, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Stetson Bennett, yeah, actually you're right. Stetson was fine, but he still had a lot of missed throws. Jay Stewart, 8 for 100 and a touchdown, popping off yet again. Marvin Mims, 541 and a touchdown. Really, Mims had that many grabs. He did not play very much. Tyrell Simmons, 4 for 42. Daniel Truman, 4 for 75 and a touchdown. Jaleel, 3 for 17. Kari Posey actually had a pretty good game. Dickens didn't do a whole lot, but I didn't play him much after the starters left because I played him with the starters. Cameron Bynum led in tackles. Total tackles, Deontay Burnett, who I did think played pretty well. Dante Wake was pretty good. Cameron Bynum obviously was fine. Israel McQuamu was fine. All right, let's get into this preseason game against the Rams. Going to play it legitimately, probably for the full first half is my plan. So all of the normal people are going to be in just to kind of see how things are stacking up. And I won't play goofy. I'm going to play fairly normal. So here we go. A true look at the offense. There will be some changes because I'll do some formation subs to make sure Tajay Spears is in sometimes. I do want to see Jerry Perry in sometimes. But for the most part, this is the team. First and 10 from the 25. It's a handoff to Javonte Williams. He broke out of the Aaron Donald tackle, but still lost a yard. Second and 11. On second down, look to throw with Colbert. Have Zay in the middle. Zay Jones. That was a great throw by Dennis Colbert. And we'll look for Zay Jones again across the middle. Makes the grab and goes down to the 25. First and 10, Denver. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. There is a linebacker in coverage on Chester Truman. Number 1 there on the right. If it's man, he's dead. Oh, he's so lucky it wasn't man-to-man. Jerry Perry makes the grab. He has the first down. From the 10, going for Chester Truman, the first poor throw for Dennis Colbert. Third down and 7. Gonna look to get Zay Jones, and we do. Zay Jones has been really good so far, and that'll be a first down. So instead we go 3rd and 2. And we go for Rashad Winters, and he makes the grab. He goes out of bounds at the 29. A big first down pickup for the Broncos. Oh, I want Mims to just dust his guy off the line so bad. Oh, he did. Marvin Mims. Oh my God. Kobe Durant made that play. One in motion, and it's a jet sweep to Jacoby Myers, and he's going to lose 2 yards. It's Khalil Mack. 3rd and 6. Can Jared Goff get a play off? He can't. It's Zach Allen. Call him Sack Allen with the play. 4th and 12 down at the 39. Can the Rams punch it in? Get the first touchdown on the day for either team. Handoff Akers. That's Zach Allen all over it. No gain. 2nd and 2. Go screenplay. Tajay Spears. He's going to have the first. Jukes back to the right and goes down at the 44. Less than 2 minutes to play here in the half. Going to try to hit Rashad Winters, and we do. And he can get out of bounds at the 9. It's going to be a 1st and goal for Denver. Do we go to Spears? Do we go to Truman? 4th and goal from the 1. We go to Truman. Should have been picked. I didn't even see him. I was paying too much attention to the middle linebacker. 3rd down, 3 to go. Jared Goff under center. It's a fake and then a sack. That's Devin Bush in the backfield. Brings him down, and it's going to be 4th and 11. The Rams are going to have to punt it away. On 3rd down and 2 to go. It's play action, and it's a throw for Chester Truman. What a throw by Colbert. Truman gets to the 31. That is going to be the combo of the future here in Denver. Make it 2nd and 5. Colbert back to pass again. Has Marvin Mims, who holds on through the contact inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal, Denver. So this is by far the best the offense has looked today. From the 8, it's 1st and goal. Handoff Spears up the middle. Can't quite get there to the 2. 2nd and goal from the 2. Colbert to throw. Has Jay Stewart, but he drops a touchdown. We're going to go to Tajay Spears, and he's going to punch it in. Touchdown, Broncos. Tajay Spears been playing pretty well ever since coming in for Javonte Williams. Starting to make me think that maybe he should be considered the RB1. But either way, it's going to be mostly a completely split backfield. Almost 50-50 with just a slight lean to one or the other. But Spears has been playing really well. Goff, fake, and then down he goes. It's a fumble that before it hits the ground was caught by Cam Akers. And it's a loss of 10. Goff has all day, finds his man, but it's dropped by Van Jefferson. 4th and 16. It would be a fairly long field goal. And that's what they're going to try. Dude, there's no safety help over the top. And it's Chester Truman. No way, man. We can't block one guy for a half a second and give Chester Truman the freest touchdown of his life. That is so brutal. I didn't realize that play audible 2 was play action. Like, why? Spears is in to block. Why isn't he blocking that guy? Just lets him past. All right, chat, are you guys ready? We're going to select the final roster. Here we go. At quarterback, first and foremost, we're cutting Gardner Minshew. It costs us money to do it. Goodbye, Gardner Minshew. That means Michael Stockton will be the QB2, and I will likely cut Stetson Bennett, but we'll come back to this. Jose Knighton will not make the team. And to be honest with you, Quintarius Portis likely will not make the team. I might pick up like a veteran, maybe, that has mentor tag. I think that's more valuable to us than just some random undrafted free agent that's never going to see the field, just because he'll at least give the XP boost to Spears and Williams. At wide receiver, this is a tough one. Kari Posey, I think absolutely doesn't make the team. I think that he is worthy of practice squad though. I think he showed me enough to be practice squad. Tyrell Simmons, I think was just a worse version of Marcus Dickens. And I really thought Daniel Truman played well in the second game of the preseason. So I think Tyrell Simmons is also being practice squadded. And I think these will be our receivers that are on the main roster for this season. We may also move Daniel Truman to the practice squad. I haven't decided yet. We can come back to that. Harrison Bryant, I think, can be cut. Is anybody at all interested? I would take almost anything. Like, can I just get like a 7th from somebody? Lions need a tight end. Don't they have Sam Laporta? I guess he never really turned into anything in this franchise. That's unfortunate. They also have Hunter Henry. I feel like they don't need a tight end, but I will take it. Detroit Lions, I just want a 7th. Thank you very much. Harrison Bryant gone. These will be our 3 tight ends. Jay Stewart will be the tight end too. Earl Wright is not going to make the team, but I don't think I can release him while he's injured, but I can move him to the practice squad. Okay, cool. He's gone. Chester Hightower, I don't even think is worth practice squadding, but I'll put him on there for now, and then we can release him if we don't have enough practice squad spots. D tackle is an interesting one. I think that Wazarike absolutely deserves to be the 3rd. I think Stewart should probably be here as well. So I think that Burnett and Brazil should probably both go to the practice squad. Left outside linebacker, Jake Edwards, I will also move to the practice squad. At middle linebacker, Dominic Bush, I think we don't even need to practice squad. I think we just release him. I like Will Ware more than I like Tim Ragland. I thought Will Ware played exceptionally well. So if I end up having to pick between one of these two, I'm going to pick Ware. I don't necessarily know that Hales or Bridge deserve to make the team. We didn't see any of Zach Bridge. He is a 61 overall. I don't think that's practice squad worthy. We'll just release him. I'll come back to Hales. So Riley Moss needs to go. He just doesn't fit the team. I think he's horrendous. I will take basically any trade I could get. I do think that Riley Moss carries a lot more value than Harrison Bryant does. So I don't want much, but I would want a 6th. I think that this is relatively fair. Done deal. Peter Palmer, who actually I felt like played okay during this preseason, I think is a practice squad guy. And I think these would be the corners I run with. Quincy Walls has star dev, so I want him to be on the roster just so I can have him as a weekly strategy guy. Free safety, this is fine. I don't think Deshaun Clark makes the team. I do like him enough to put him on the practice squad. And let's see, where are we at? How many more do we need to cut? 7 more players. Oof. Okay. So this is where it gets a little harder. I probably don't need Stetson Bennett. You don't typically need to run 3 quarterbacks. Is he practice squad eligible? He is actually. I'm going to put him on the practice squad and he can be like an emergency quarterback if one of these two were to get hurt. Does Daniel Truman truly deserve to make the team? I feel like my argument would be probably not. I think we just want him to because of the story. But do we really need 6 receivers on the roster? Probably not. Like even the 5th guy is basically never going to see the field. And the 5th guy is absolutely Marcus Dickens. I think he earned that with his 3 touchdown performance in the first week. So I think Chester Truman's little brother Daniel is a practice squad guy. We probably need to get rid of one of these 2 middle linebackers. Oh, you know who we definitely, yeah, Terrence Hales, I think needs to go. I do absolutely believe that Will Ware deserves to make the team. And in a similar sense, we probably don't need 6 corners in the same way we didn't need 6 wide receivers. I just know that I'm going to end up losing whoever I drop out of it. And the one that makes the most sense is Derek Covington, but I like Derek Covington quite a bit. I just think if he goes to the practice squad, he's going to get snagged very, very quickly. We also no longer have practice squad spots. So really quick, who is the lowest overall guy on the practice squad? It's Chester Hightower. Chester, goodbye, my friend. We'll see you later, bucko. So I'm going to put Covington on the practice squad. I do think he's going to get stolen, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'd rather have Quincy Walls, who is the same age, but with star development on the roster so that I can actually develop him. Whereas Covington is just like a mediocre normal dev player. So we probably need to part with one of our safeties. And the one that makes the most sense is probably Delaren Turner-Yell. I wonder if we could get anything for trading him. Oh, he's only a true 69 overall, huh? He's playing up to a 70. He has no more practice squad eligibility. I think we just release Delaren. And are we good? We still need to cut 2 more players. So I think we come back to these middle linebackers, and I think Tim Ragland goes back to the practice squad. I know I only need to cut 1 more player now, but I think I want to probably cut 2 because I think I'm going to get a 4th string mentor or a halfback instead of Quintarius Portis. We could part with one of either JL Skinner or Israel Mukwamu. Anyone interested in Israel? Okay, so how about instead of this year's 6th, we do next year's 6th. Great. Fantastic. And so that's everyone I need to cut. I actually have an additional roster spot, and I did that intentionally because I want to get a running back off of free agency that has the mentor tag just to sit behind Javonte and Tyjae Spears to give them extra XP. So let's find a mentor. Cordero Patterson, because he's the only one with a mentor tag. Welcome to the team. So now we've got a mentor tag guy to help Spears and Williams develop, and that makes for the final roster. And so now we've got to decide on the final depth chart situation, which should be fairly easy. It should just kind of be as it is. So it's going to be Colbert as the starter with Michael Stockton as his backup. Javonte is going to be the HB1, but it is going to be a very split backfield. They're going to almost be 50-50 with a slight lean to Javonte. Then Jaleel and Patterson are just depth. Wide receiver 1, Chester Truman. Wide receiver 2 is going to be Marvin Mims. Wide receiver 3 is Zay Jones, and he'll probably split a little bit of snaps with Jerry Perry just so that I can get him some snaps. And then Marcus Dickens is going to be the wide receiver 5. I think he absolutely earned that as the undrafted free agent. Probably won't see the field really ever, but you know, that is fine. So it's going to be Rashad Winters and then Jay Stewart and then Zach Ertz. Left tackle is Ben Powers. Left guard is Zion Johnson. Center is Blaine Wynn. Right guard is Quinn Miners. Right tackle is Mike McGlinchey. Left end, of course, is Baron Browning. Nick Benito backing him up. Right end is Khalil Mack with Jonathan Cooper. Zach Allen and JD Robertson will be in the middle, and then we've got Uwazurike and Jermaine Stewart behind them. Devin Bush is the starting left outside linebacker. Drew Sanders, of course, is the starting middle linebacker. That was really never in question, but Will Ware did make the team. Right outside linebacker is going to be Drew Tranquil, I think. CB1, of course, is PS2, and then Tyreek Stevenson, Damari Mathis, Kelvin Joseph, and Quincy Walls. Free safety is Justin Reed with Dante Wake, and then Cameron Bynum with JL Skinner at strong safety. Kicker is Tanner Brown. Punter is Riley Dixon. Kick returner is Jerry Perry. Punt returner is Jerry Perry. Javonte Williams is the third down back and the power back. Slot receiver, I think I'm going to move Marvin to be the slot receiver. Rush left end is Baron Browning. Rush right end is Khalil Mack. This is all correct for the rush D tackle. Sub linebacker will be Drew Sanders and Devin Bush. The slot corner is going to be Dante Wake, and I may also end up putting him in at sub linebacker. I just think he's so talented and needs to play. And then our practice squad, for some reason, includes Stetson Bennett, but has Stetson Bennett, Quintarius Portis, Tyrell Simmons, Kerry Posey, Daniel Truman, Earl Wright, Jacoby Brazil, Tim Ragland, Terrence Hales, Derek Covington, Peter Palmer, and Deshaun Clark. But that is the team. That's the team for season number 3. Go ahead and advance to week 1 of the regular season, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream there. So there's a lot to go over. Our first game is a tough one, a doozy against the Dallas Cowboys. But anyways, that is gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. The next episode is going to be us versus the Cowboys to get started here in week number 1.